Hi everybody, I thought I'd pop in here and just go through like 13 of my books in the old PC and talk about where they came from and why they will never move. First off, Incredible Hulk 435? 435, I got it right. Classic baseball cover. It's in an old bag and board. I got this motherfucker off of... No, Zach gave it to me. I didn't buy it. Zach gave it to me. I'm a baseball fan and look, it's fucking cool. We'll put that aside. The next one, look at this. So the funny story behind this one is that the newsstand isn't worth a lot more than the direct. Actually, the direct edition is the one you're looking for when it comes to Godzilla #1, because it's just like Star Wars #1. There was more newsstands back then than direct market local shops, and so that's how the cookie crumbled. It ended up being a higher print count for the newsstands as opposed to the direct editions, and the supply and demand means the direct editions cost more. All right. Anyway, I bought this for a song. I think I paid like $60 for it. There is a little bit of foxing because, you know, it's hard to get these in a perfect 10.0 shape, you know what I mean? But it's high grade nonetheless, and I mean, it is what it is. Godzilla #1 from Marvel, so right up my alley. I also have issues 2 and 3. They're not in the best condition, but low condition is better than no condition, right? Or low grade is better than no comic. This one's probably about a 4, and the other one is about the same. But I do have companion pieces to my issue #1. Is issue numbers 2 and 3. 2 is actually key because it's the first Godzilla superhero fight, something like that. I mean, we could dig up first for anything. But anyway, that's my Godzilla collection. The funny thing about that is I got it from someone who turned out to be a scammer later and like collected like hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands of dollars from people and didn't ship books. So next, if you're a follower of the Tuesday show or you've been around for a while, you know Darkhawk #1. I have 2 copies. This copy I bought, it's about a fine copy. I bought this off of Zach, I think. I don't remember exactly. I think it was. I know this one I got. He showed this one and I stopped the show immediately where we were at and I said, look, that's coming home with me no matter what. And he sent it over. I'm not sure which issue this is, but I can always look. Anyway, because it was a gift, I'm not selling it. And there's more throughout the years that Zach and others have sent me. We'll get to a few in a moment here. But yeah, this is Alien #1 from Marvel. I didn't know I had the #1. I guess I do now in the Virgin variant by, I don't know who this is. Delato? Somebody, I don't know. I'll find out. If you're really interested in knowing who that is, let me know in the chat and I'll tell you who it is. I'll tell you what's up. Here's another one I got. This is Darkwing Duck #1, Dynamite. I haven't read it. This one I won't read because it was a gift again. Putting that back. Inyuk Lee doing Psylocke, Virgin variant. I love this one. I think this is not a Midtown exclusive. This is probably Unknown Comics. Sorry. Unknown Comics. Ultimates #4. So, who wrote this? It wasn't Hickman. It might have been Hickman, but somebody was like, hey, this is the issue to get if you want to understand Robert Downey's casting for Doctor Doom. I read it. No, that's a lie. I haven't read it. It's still in my to-read pile. You know what I did read was Suicide Squad, King Sharks 1 through 6. That was alright. So, but anyway, we'll see. This one's spec book. I don't think it's worth more than like $20 right now. This is the 1 in 25 cover. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out on this one to see how this goes. You know, once we get maybe a costume or trailer even. Yeah, trailer. All right, next, Mash Bone and Grifty #1, signed by the writer himself, Rolo. Rolo's awesome. Oscar's awesome. You guys are great. If you're watching this, shout out to Oscar and Rolo and Scout Comics too. This one is personalized here. I met Rolo a while back. Thanks for the support, Black Mark. So yeah, never to be sold. That's going up on a wall next time I get the chance. All right, next, what is it? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to go. So a little bit on the halfway mark. Let me get a refill coffee here. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. First appearance of Death. This is in a nice Mylar. This was a gift from my podcast co-host, Matt Nas. Shout out to Cobbercast and Frank Walker Wonder Hour. If you aren't listening to those, what are you doing? It has been clean and pressed, of course. So Sandman #8, first appearance of one of my favorite characters in literature, Death. Specifically this version of Death. I also have her first appearance outside of the Sandman universe. This was a gift from Ron of Norrin's Cosmic Books. So I love this one, buddy. First appearance outside of Vertigo continuity or Sandman normal Vertigo continuity. Your mint book. I should get this one. It's in a nice Mylar though, so I should get it slabbed. Here's another one in a nice Mylar. The next appearance outside of Vertigo and Sandman continuity. This is Action Comics 894 with a cover by David Finch. I see this on t-shirts. I love this one. David Finch for the win on that one. Alright, next. So, back in the day, 1991, when I first started collecting, my dad would take me to a comic book shop. Worlds was one of them, one of the biggest ones. So, they're still around. Shout out to Carl over at Comics Incorporated in McAllen, Texas. But, yeah, I used to get this stuff off of him. I was reading Round Robin. That's how I came into ASM. It was probably like my 4th or 5th comic book, even out of the stuff I'd buy at gas stations. 164. You know, this was at the end. Never mind. Okay, so hold on. All right, reverse. First off, ASM 361. One of my first books, if not the first. No, there was a Swamp Thing before this one. First Carnage. This one, I got tickets to go see Stan Lee. I had something signed from him, and I had a hell of a time. Because I wasn't really the type of guy to collect, like, old grails, Silver Age or Bronze Age. If I came across something cool, I'd get it. When I was collecting only, I was mainly buying just what I liked. Green Lantern from, like, the early 2000s till 52. Swamp Thing, especially the Alan Moore run, or Rick Veitch run. What else was I buying? A bunch of indie stuff, really, like stuff I find for $1 that like I could get 6 issues of real quickly and read them. So I did get into Hickman pretty early on when he was working on Image, on things like Red Wing and East of West, something like that. But anyway, so since I didn't have that big ASM #1 or hell even like ASM in the teens or 20s or anything, I decided to go with something a little bit more closer to me. So I got this. My dad bought me this one's first print. I bought it one owner. I bought it right off the shelf. Had Stan Lee signed it, and then Mark Bagley was there at the same con, so he signed it too. This version is a high grade copy. I mean, I knew how to take care of books from a very young age. I was like 8 years old. So yeah, of course I got part 2 and part 3. All of these one owners, and then the one after that, the Shocker. So the other day I was reading a comment. If this was you, buddy, then drop a comment. Tell me it was you. But this guy comes in, I ask everybody in the Facebook group, what was your first comic book? And this guy says, I was an Amazing Spider-Man with the Shocker on the cover that I bought at a gas station locally, like a local branch. And so I'm pretty convinced it was this one. So if this one was you, hey, nice. I have it too. And I remember when this came out, 38th anniversary, like back in 92. So yeah, that was kind of a grand finale. You know what? I busted this one out too in a newsstand copy. Marvel Tales, the Sam Keith cover. Looks awesome. It is a newsstand. I got this one from Zach as well. I think he just gave this one to me. Or we traded. I think we traded a lot too. Who knows? But what are your favorites? What did you collect when you were younger? If you've been collecting for a while, what was your first comic book? Let me know in the chat or in the comments. Other than that, see you guys.